And until now, Donald Trump may be leading just about every 2016 poll, but there are some who are not so enthusiastic about a Trump presidency. Republican Nebraska U.S. Senator Ben Sasse just returned from Iowa, campaigned for essentially almost everyone but Trump. Senator Sasse is here to go on the record. I shouldn't say everyone, practically everyone. You were there for Rubio, Cruz, and Fiorina.
Correct.
Okay, but it is essentially, you don't want Trump.
I love the Constitution, and if being pro-Constitution makes me anti-Mr. Trump, I think that's Mr. Trump's issue.
How do you figure he's anti-Constitution?
He says things out there like, if I'm elected president, I'll be able to do whatever I want. Let's be clear. I think Mr. Trump is doing a good service in one way. He is diagnosing a lot that is really broken in this country. Washington is a broken place that is not focused on the most important, most urgent issues, and he calls that bluntly. But there's a big difference between being good at diagnosis and being clear about what you're for, and I don't think his supporters know what he's for, and many of them want to know more. They deserve better.
Well, you've got to also accomplish something when you get to Washington. There's a lot of fear for one of the people you supported, Senator Ted Cruz, is that people like his ideology, the purists like his ideology, but he can't get one U.S. senator, with the exception of you, to go out and campaign for him. In fact, he can't get any of them to endorse him. So if he does become president with all his ideas that many of his followers like, how in the world is he going to get anything accomplished on Capitol Hill?
Yeah, so first of all, I'm intentionally not endorsing anybody because I think the Republican Party is incredibly blessed to have a lot of great pro-constitutional candidates. President Obama has run roughshod over the Constitution.
What about Senator Ted Cruz? Why is he? Could he be effective if you're president if he can't get anyone on Capitol Hill to support him?
Everything that President Obama is trying to do is trying to act like we don't even have a legislator. Wouldn't it be great if we had somebody in the executive branch that recognized that the Constitution has a separation of powers that check and balance one another? And we're blessed that this party has lots of pro-constitutional candidates in that field.
But I guess let me go back. Maybe is whoever is in the White House has got to be able to work with Capitol Hill. You agree?
I do.
Do you not find it a little bit curious that Senator Ted Cruz can't get a senator to endorse him? Maybe not. Maybe that's not a big deal.
I really think that the Republican field has an embarrassment of riches right now. But President Obama has done things that no president has ever really effectively done. Woodrow Wilson tried to do this. Woodrow Wilson had a theory that the Constitution was an outdated document and we should just have a president who acts like a king. The problem is when President Obama has done that, when we have one party that's gone post-constitutional, we don't need a second one. We need a constitutional recovery. And there are a whole bunch of candidates on our side of the aisle who want to do that.
And I don't mean to pick on Senator Cruz. I will pick on you for one thing. Is that a Wisconsin Badger-colored shirt you have on?
I will admit that the Badgers are getting better, but it's because they hired the old Husker football coaching staff in Barry Alvarez. And
so why does Nebraska have Badger colors is what I want to know. Why does the Nebraskan wear Badger colors?
I'm a Packers fan, but for college football, it's great that Wisconsin has tried to copy the Husker model, and you all are doing a good job.
And you're not so bad being a Packer fan, I'll give you that. Anyway, nice to see you, Senator. Hope you come back.
Thanks for having me.